Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Movie Joint. It's Mr. Anderson with my good buddy over here.
Mr. Andrews.
We're about to review Would You Rather. And it sort of goes with the theme this week. Scary, twisted,
Gory.
crazy movies. Yeah, it was
It wasn't that
crazy.
gory, but it was still...
No, but it was ruthless and sadistic.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it.
In-depth spoiler review.
Well, I guess we could talk about our ratings beforehand. I guess.
You want to? All right. So all right. Let's just do the same. So I enjoyed the movie. It's not a fantastic movie by all means. It's not.
It's good.
It's good. It's enjoyable. You can watch it and you can get into what's going on. All the performances really are pretty enjoyable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they did a good job.
The stuff that they do in the movie is really messed up. A movie like this, I can understand why a lot of the regular people wouldn't like it, because a movie like this, your imagination could have been all the way out there. You could have done a whole bunch of crap with a movie like this. So the premise is all these people are gathered around a house, or gathered to a house. This rich guy's house.
For the dinner party.
Yeah, and everybody has a specific past, but we're following this one specific character, Brittany Snow, who plays Iris, who her parents had died, and her brother. She came home to take care of her brother, who is sick, who needs a bone marrow transplant.
It's like leukemia or something. Like
bone marrow.
Yeah, well, that's leukemia is like. Okay.
Yep.
And it's so much money, and there's a waiting list, and the gist is that this rich benefactor, at least apparent benefactor, like, is gathering people under the guise of trying to solve all their problems, help them, and the game they play is Would You Rather.
And everybody knows Would You Rather. It's either A or B. You decide. And the difference between this is that whatever you choose, you have to act upon.
Or you get eliminated.
Or you get eliminated, which in this movie is death. You die. This movie was entertaining. I enjoyed it all the way through. There was not really any part of it that was slow, except for the beginning, but that's just because they were telling the story of Iris leading up to everything.
The game.
And yeah, but no, I really enjoyed it. My rating is a little bit lower than what I would. I don't know. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah, see, I'm not really one for scary, gory movies. I've said that, and I maintain that. But keeping with the theme of the movie we were going to see this week, I had to check that other one out this morning, and I can't say I wasn't interested. I was kind of anticipating what was going to happen, trying to think what it could be, I was on the edge of my seat, and I maintained interest through the whole movie, I kind of did. Well, we won't get into none of that until we talk about the spoilers, but it was a good movie. I was pleasantly surprised, and maybe a six, right around there with you.
Right around that area.
It was a good movie, but not like one of my favorites or nothing I would rave about. So yeah, 6. We'll go with 6.
6, and I rated it 6.5 out of 10. All right, so now we can actually start talking about everything that goes on.
Spoiler time.
When everybody meets up, you get the not the three, but you get the 2 main protagonist characters, Grace and Lucas. The other guy, I can't remember his name.
Oh, he's in some sitcom. I know the black dude.
Yeah.
I know who he is. I
can't remember his name.
I can't remember the show I seen him on. It's like My Name is Earl. He's the what's his name? I don't know his name, but
My Name is Earl.
My Name is Earl. and it's the blonde chick's black boyfriend or whatever. I forgot what they called him. Anyways,
so they all
he's been in some
those
shit.
two meet up with Iris. They start explaining who everybody is. You know, this guy's this guy, this guy's this guy. Don't talk to him. He's a prick. All this other stuff. And I don't know if you noticed this, but Iris waved at the old lady
Yeah,
because she saw the old lady earlier. Did you notice that?
that was the same old lady.
Yeah, when
that
she opened
helped
the door.
in? Oh
That was
no,
the
I did
same
not
freaking
catch
woman.
that.
Same woman.
And she was like,
Yeah, she's like, hey. And so we get to it. They're having dinner, and this is where the first part of the game happens.
he's telling them what's up. He's like, this is how we do this and blah, leaving out the death part and brutality for sure. But like, if you are changed, if you've changed your mind,
You
you're
can
free
leave
to
now.
go now. We got a car outside waiting for you. No harm, no foul. You know, bye.
Yeah. But if you decide to stay, you're here. You have to play the game until either you win or you're eliminated.
And they all stayed.
They all stay.
The doors got locked.
Yep. And so they bring out the food, and Iris, we find out, is a vegetarian. And he's like, ah, so there's our
Yeah.
first test of the night.
Yeah.
Iris, you are a dedicated vegetarian. Would you rather, or no, he doesn't do the
No,
would you rather.
no. Would
He's like,
you eat that steak
for 10 grand?
for $5,000?
Oh, it's 5,000 at first.
And then she's thinking, and she's like, no, I can't, no. And he's like, okay, would you eat that steak for 10 and slice it on the table? Bam.
Right in front of her.
And she's like,
She's conflicted.
you know, am I a vegetarian? I really need this 10 racks. And she eats the ribeye steak. And she gets the 10 grand.
Yep. And then
Then there's another test
there's
before
another
the
test.
game.
And
before
this
the
is
game.
this is where the would you rather comes into. So then the other guy, I know his name. He's been in all kinds of movies.
We're gonna have to learn our actors' names and
Before
all
we
that
do the
jive and try to be more detailed. But he tells him, drink this cup of wine because you're a recovering alcoholic. He observes that and calls him out on it, and he tries to give dude 10 grand to drink the cup of wine. And then the would you rather comes out, and he's like, oh, well, or would you rather drink this decanter of the finest scotch money can buy
For
for
50.
50,000? And of course,
John Hurd.
John Hurd. He's in White Chicks.
He's also
He's
in.
the dad that's
He's also the
Brooklyn.
dad from Home Alone.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's been in
He's
a lot of stuff.
But yeah, and so it's like either drink this glass of wine, which is not that much, for 10 grand, or you drink a whole decanter of scotch for 50. And you feel it that he's hurt
Oh yeah.
because he's like, why can't
His
you just
sobriety
do
meant
it?
so much to him because the alcohol cost him so much.
And he's like,
you know.
what if the alcohol could save your life? The alcohol ruined your life. What if it saves your life? And he's like,
How ironic would that be?
Why are you doing this? You know. But then he chooses to drink the decanter for 50K, and the dude's loving it.
Yeah, he's cool. He's clapping. and
17
he's like,
years.
Yeah.
17 years of being sober, thrown
For
away
money.
for money. The power of money. Oh my God.
And then, you know, the game. The butler comes in with his staff and his old school torture shock
electroshock.
thing. You know, he said modified, of course.
Yeah.
You know, but dude's a former British operative, this butler.
He's a badass dude.
He is. I forgot his name. Bevins.
Bevins.
Okay. He's pretty badass. And that's the game starts. And they're going around the table putting the shock
Well, before
band.
that. Before that.
Oh yeah. No, he brings it out and they're talking, and the dude that drank the scotch It's like, screw this, I'm out of here, blah,
Fuck
you're
you and your
crazy,
game.
screw you, this game, blah, this and that. And he gets up and makes the leave with the 50 racks, and the butler, Jeeves, just pulls out the thing and blows his brains out on the spot. Everybody's real serious then. Everything is for real then.
Shit just got real.
They understand.
You
And
said.
then it was on.
And then the older lady was like, I would like to leave now. He
Yeah.
was like,
You done missed that opportunity.
I gave you the opportunity.
I mean, looking from like a sadistic point of view, like he did give him the opportunity to leave.
The only
He
thing,
did omit the death part.
Yeah, exactly.
So that would have swayed their decisions,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
it gets to, they have these two leather straps with metal circles that conduct the electricity.
Yeah.
And it's either blue or red. They get to choose. They get to choose.
You want to shock yourself,
You get shot. You get two
or
choices.
do you want to shock
the person next to you?
whoever? Well, yeah, the person
Whatever.
next to you.
Yeah.
Whatever they said, they ended up mixing it up a little bit, but
Yeah.
the other person.
It's either you shock yourself or you shock this person. And I know, I would shock somebody
Two
else.
of them did the right thing. The black dude from My Name's Earl.
He shocked himself rather than Iris.
No, rather than the other girl. The emo chick that was mean and hateful to everybody.
Yeah, because she started smiling
spared her.
afterwards.
And then, then it was immediately put on her and the old lady.
And
And
immediately,
she didn't
boom.
even hesitate. She shocked the old paraplegic woman. Like, it was
Oh,
ruthless.
that's right. I had that backwards.
And
Iris
then,
took the
what's
shot.
his name, Lucas?
Yes.
Lucas shocked himself versus shocking someone else also.
Versus Iris.
Yeah, it was her.
But then
yeah.
Iris shocked herself rather than the black guy.
Oh, three of them.
That's where I got it flipped.
Okay.
Yes. And so that's the end of the first round. He says, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay. Everybody's cool. I don't think anything bad happens. And
Just
then-
the dude getting his brains blew out from the get-go. Like, he tried to leave, then everybody knew, hey, this
Oh, we
is-
forgot
we're
about
stuck
Travis,
here.
too. Travis also
Travis.
decided to shock Lucas. And Lucas was like, I can take another one. Don't worry, I can take another one. And it was really for nothing because she ended up shocking herself anyways.
Yeah.
But after that, the Bevins and the main guy, do you remember his name? Protagonist? Remember the character's name?
Lockland Foundation?
Lockland.
Something?
But what's his first name?
I don't know.
Chev?
I didn't catch his first name. Oh, at the end he says his name to her.
Yeah, it's like Chev or something like that.
He's like, no, honey, call me this.
Call me, yeah.
And she just walks off like...
Yeah, but they leave and the sun comes back in. Now earlier on in the movie,
Yeah, there's like an intermission in the game.
because they got to put all that plastic up.
Yeah. And
Um,
remove the body of the first guy that got killed. He tried to leave and they blew
Yeah,
his brains out.
John Hurt. Yep. And so earlier on in the movie, Mr. Lockland, I think is what his name is talking to his son, who wants to be a part of the business now. And
Right before the dinner party.
right before the dinner party, and he tells his son, and he gives us a little information. I don't want any funny business this time. Don't let it get dirty like last time.
Yeah, you can't
You are not to talk
touch
to these people. You don't touch them. You don't, whatever. You're simply here to sit and observe. It's like, okay. So then the son comes back in after everybody leaves, and he's talking to everybody, and it gets really suspenseful at the point because of the arguments that's going on. Travis ends up saying something to piss off the son, and they go back and forth, and then
He stops him.
yeah,
Calm it down. What's your name, man? What's your name?
really sincere, like yeah.
Wow.
He's like, okay, hold on. What's your name? I want to say I condone you sincerely for being a soldier.
Thank you for your
Thank
service.
you for your
know.
service. But I gotta tell you, you shouldn't have spoken.
He was calling them pigs, degraded them like you're coming here for handouts from my family.
You're getting a handout from my
Wow,
father.
pigs.
The heck. And then, yeah.
The
so, like, he
military
was-
dude wasn't having that and called him out. Like, dude, I'll kick your ass. You don't want that.
And he probably would have too.
Yeah. Oh, he would have. Did you see later on when the boy scurried under the
Yeah.
table whenever they tried to make a break for it?
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
And so then everybody comes back in, and they put all this like plastic wrap up on the walls and the floors because the shit's about to go down.
Yeah. It might get bloody.
Yeah. And so then the next round is you get two options. Would you rather stab somebody,
With a nice
whoever it is, with
your
a nice
neighbor
pick?
or whatever.
Yep. Or give 3 lashings with an African whipping stick to Travis.
Yeah, he instantly singled out Travis because of his
Outburst.
bad interaction with the son. The son gets him knocked.
What?
Yeah, he definitely suffered on the way out.
And Iris was the first one to whip him. And just off of those 3 whips, dude, I mean,
3 whips, 3 bloody gashes
yeah,
across the back.
that thing
Like those sticks must be some kind of awful.
like a bamboo stick.
Like I don't know what it was. It was a little
Or no, like that
shillelagh
kendo-
looking
that kendo stick.
thin. Yeah, it was nuts.
It was crazy, but he got hit.
Everybody's option was stab somebody
Or
or
hit him.
whoop Travis.
And because the place of where the stabbing had to take place was in the thigh, and there's a major artery right there in your leg, he's like, I can take it, whatever, just whip me, blah blah blah, all that. And then it comes to Travis's turn, and this is where it's like, this is really messed up.
It's
Because
an
he's
awful
like you.
position
He's
for
like
him to be
you
in.
would be happy to find out that it is your turn. So Travis, would you rather stab Lucas in the thigh, or take 3 more lashings from Bevins, who is not afraid?
The butler, the former British operative butler, like he torturer. He was the guy that interrogated people for the British Special Forces. Like
And so he decides to take the
he
lashings.
took them like a champ. I mean, it probably did him in. You know, he wasn't dead, but
He was down.
he was. Yeah, he was
said
down.
He was down. He was like, I'm not stabbing anybody. I'm not risking killing anybody. And then it comes to the one dude, I can't remember his name, the gambler. That's what I'm going to know him as, because you'll find out later on that he's actually a gambler. It's either whip Travis 3 more times or stab the old lady.
That dude was in like what is it? The Pineapple Express.
Is he?
And he's the goofy friend that doesn't get killed ever. He got shot, he got this, he got that, and still ended up alive. So
I've only seen that movie once, so I don't really remember.
yeah, but I was trying to remember what he was from. He's from that.
Yep.
I don't
So
know
then
his name.
he chooses to stab the old woman in the thigh because,
Dude will die
yeah.
if he gets whipped anymore.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, John. Oh, he's not shutting his door. I thought he was shutting his door so he could listen.
Now remember to go back and edit your little excerpts from this video and the other
I'm
one.
going to.
Alright,
Battery's low.
that's alright.
But yeah, because he's going to die.
Yeah, he can't take no more
And
lashings.
she's
Paralyzed from
she's
the
paralyzed
waist down.
from the waist down, so she won't feel it. And so then the one dude is a medical assistant or a doctor, Lucas, because he knew about all this stuff.
No, he just knew about the artery.
He just knew
Everybody
about
knows about your artery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he goes and he tells him, in and out, don't go too deep. And stupidly enough, he doesn't go in and out. He slams it in her thigh,
Right on
holds
the
it there.
the where the
meat.
artery is. No, he could have got her over here and anywhere but right where he got her, and she instantly started bleeding out like it was bad.
Yep.
And
he
didn't
didn't
feel
know.
it.
And he didn't know. Yeah, she's like, what happened? And he didn't know where to put the belt to stop the situation.
He didn't know nothing. He instantly panicked like he killed the old lady. Well,
Yeah.
because he did. It was his fault.
And then it's the old lady's turn, and she chooses right away. Karma. What goes around comes around. The emo chick decided no hesitation, shocked the old lady. The old lady, no hesitation, stabs her. And then she elbows her in the face.
Yeah.
Wow.
And at that point, that was the last. I think that was the last little bit of
No.
interaction from the old lady. Like they was trying to tourniquet her and whatever, and then she had her head down.
Yep, she ended up dying.
Yeah.
She ended up bleeding out and dying. And then it becomes the emo chick's part, and she changes the rules.
Well, no, she asks.
Which changes the rules.
Yeah.
But she was like, can I stab anybody? And he's like, well, I guess so. And then she starts walking around,
Duck,
duck,
goose.
duck, goose. She's like, can I stab her anywhere? He's like, oh, wow, this is the first.
Yeah,
He's
what
like,
a strange
yeah,
twist.
Yeah, so right there, right?
Got her in the.
Oh my God.
Man.
Especially if it went upwards too. Like
Oh
that.
yeah,
Oh.
you got organs all up
Oh,
in here,
man.
bro. Like she got it with the ice pick.
Yeah, she was ruthless.
Then it's my black dude, Peanut or whatever his name is, from My Name Is Earl, and he's like the reality of everything that's happening is sinking in, and he's like, well, the chick over there's right. Like they're just gonna take us all out. We're all, like you're gonna have to eliminate some players. Da 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 da. And he chooses to stab
No.
the
He
dying
whipped.
Lucas. Nah, he had to stab him and kill him. Like that was his alternative.
What?
To stab someone, or
Or do the whip on
did he? I don't think he
on
whooped him while he
Travis.
was down.
Yeah, he did.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he whipped because he was laying on the ground. He fell down
Yeah.
and laid on the ground, and they whipped him.
I thought
on
the
the back.
black dude was spazzed out. Like we're gonna have to take each other out. That's the lie and killed
That's
him.
in the next one. I think.
I don't know.
Or no,
It's
that
all
wasn't.
in that
No, that's why
sequence
he
right
took
there.
him out because he knew he wasn't gonna last after this.
Yeah, like this is what
But
we're gonna do.
He whipped Travis 3 times while he was out on the ground.
See, I thought he stuck him.
No, he whipped him. He whipped him.
So Travis is dead. After Travis is dead, they try to rouse the old lady, whom they come to realize is dead. So that leaves
and at
5
that
of
point,
them.
And at that point, once they're taking all these characters out, they're scrambling. They got the doors open. That's when they're like, "Can you run?"
Talking to the main chick.
Yeah, talking to Iris. And so then they
You
plan
got a
it.
charger?
They plan it really, really quickly.
Right there, that green thing. Is that a charger?
No,
No charger? All right, here, just put this over there for me.
it won't fit.
Nope. Okay, my phone's gonna die. It's all good. Okay, so there's 5 left, and everybody's doing whatever they're doing to prepare for the next round, and they all corroborate together to make a break for it. So Peanut gets shot. He tries to run up on the main dude that's hosting the dinner party
With the
and
whip.
having the game with that stick that gashes you open like the torture whipping stick or whatever. And he gets took out immediately.
Right in the chest. Boom.
He's done for.
Boom.
4 players left.
4 players.
She's running. She's trying to escape.
Iris makes it out. Makes it down to the basement. And this is where, I forgot to mention him earlier. Earlier on, she got invited to her doctor's office, who had recently played the game, and he won. That's big. He won the game. The dude shows up with extra money, gives it to him, shows him we keep our promise.
Yeah, thank you.
When we tell you what we're gonna do, we really do it. And so then you know that as long as she wins this game, or as long as anybody wins this game,
Whoever wins is going to get
what
they were promised. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, then the black guy starts having second thoughts about letting her go because she's a good person.
Yeah.
She needs to be there for her brother. And so he arrives and he shows up to save her.
Yeah, he goes to the house with a nickel-plated revolver to try to, like, I guess, save her. He breaks in, and during the run for it, when they all tried to flee and she ended up in the basement, the son tracked her down, which reverts back to the conversation he had with Dad before the dinner party, and he's trying to rape her, like. So whatever happens, she ends up like almost maiming dude, stabs him in the leg, like hurts him to where she can maybe do something, and the black dude walks up on her like, "Hey, I'm here. Back away. I'm getting you out of here."
And then,
old British Secret Service butler man comes down the steps, and you don't even see him. You just see dude's brains spray all over the wall like the doctor's done. And then he gets old girl, and I gotta take you back to the game, hon.
It's where, and this is where I was saying earlier, the conflicting within the characters. Even Bevan says, I extremely apologize.
Yeah, sorry, but you gotta go back to the game. I gotta take you back. I don't think he was reserved about doing it. He was just, trying to, hey, it is what it is. Like, you have to go back.
Yeah, he had no emotion towards anything that was going on.
No, he was like a machine.
He was cool, And so then we get back. She gets taken back to the dinner room. Lachlan finds out what happens with his son.
Finds out that the black dude is dead.
Yep.
Like he had died in the scramble to get away.
His son tried to do whatever his son tried to do, and he leaves, confronts his son, comes back, and this is where the conflicting part happens. Is Lachlan really a bad guy, or is he really whatever? Because he goes to her throughout the entire movie and all the way up until the very end. Anything that happened during the game,
that's the game.
That's the game.
That's what
if you died,
he set up.
You died. Whatever. But what happened to Iris where she almost got raped? He was sincerely sympathetic and apologized.
Yeah, that wasn't part of the game.
No.
And he did, he gave her an apology. Not that it was worth very much.
It's not.
At that moment, but like, the game was the game, and everything else was like not the game to him. And he took it seriously.
Yeah. And so like him apologizing, it's like, as us as viewers, it's like, man, fuck you.
Yeah, who cares if you empathize with my plight? You got me here.
She's here because of you.
Yeah, it's all...
All these people are dead because of you.
So, round 3 of the game. We got the gambling, dopey, chubby guy. We got Lucas. We got Iris. And we got the emo chick.
And this is the round known as the known and the unknown.
Oh, yeah. They got a card and a choice, and they wheel in this big oaken barrel full of water, and like
black water.
The known, well, no, it's just dark in there. It's water.
I know.
So the known is that you get Bevins holds you underwater for 2 minutes in that barrel. That's the known. Or there's an alternative. You got a little envelope in front of you, and there's a card inside.
The unknown.
So the gambler, the chubby gambler guy, was the first one to go. And he's trying to analyze it like, oh, you want me to this and you want me to think that, and I'm a gambler and I think of this and I think of that. So he ended up opening the card.
Firecracker.
The card was, he's like, oh, it's not too bad. You got to hold a firecracker in your hand and let it explode.
One of those little firecracker
sticks, like, okay,
I
can do this, and then he hands him an M80.
He's like, this is a quarter stick.
He's like, yeah, it is. And then he's like, that Lucas dude was trying to give him advice, like, hold it loose. Don't, let it go. Yeah.
He's like, no, you don't.
You're cheating. That's bending the rules. Bind it to his hand.
Yeah. And he's like, if this is a dud, he's like, just think it might be a dud, and then you'll be okay.
And he said, if it's a dud, I don't have to do it again, right?
He's like, no.
No.
It wasn't a dud.
Oh, no. It blew his hand off to the wrist.
It took a second though.
He's instantly in shock.
Yeah.
And, well, he thinks that gave dude a heart attack. Well, dude died from the thing blowing up in his hand. He fell out right there.
He had shock. He was convulsing.
He was done.
Bevins even said, "I think he's having a heart attack, sir," and then he ended up dying from the heart attack.
Done for.
Oh my God.
3 players remain.
And who comes up next? It's
Lucas comes up
is
next.
And this,
Man, and he picks the card. Dude's in shape. You could tell that he's in shape. You would have thought that he would have took the barrel route, like I can hold my breath.
this is the hardest one to watch.
It was brutal, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He gave him the time, and he couldn't do it. And he's like, "Okay, you got 30 seconds, man." Or what's his name? Bevins. Bevins
is going to eliminate you.
Yeah, he's going to eliminate you.
So in the card, it showed an eyeball, and the
Man.
he's like, if it's any consolation, you could choose whichever eyeball you want.
It's up to you. No problem.
But he has to take a razor blade and slice his eye open.
His eyeball up in there, like, and he's all, I can't. He's panicking and flipping out.
He's like, "Come on, Lucas, 10 seconds." He's like, "I can't fucking do it."
He's
and
like,
he's crying.
5, 4, and he was about to get shot and killed.
At the last second,
he's slices his eye and he's in pain. Oh.
We don't see it.
Yeah, we don't get none of that.
Yeah, we don't see it. But you hear his scream.
Watching his eye seep out. Oh, wow.
They could have done that.
They could have.
Practical effects. It would have been freaking awesome to see.
Yeah.
But it was just as effective not seeing it because of the build-up to it.
Yeah,
The
it was a
acting,
good
emotion,
scene.
It's hard to watch because these people are literally dying beyond their will. They're going to die
trying to get
anyway.
help, and everybody's going to die except the victor. Nobody's grasping that, and like even to the end, my dude's trying to talk to her like. So he slices his eyeball open, and we're to the emo chick now. Or no, Iris gets to go, and she immediately chooses the barrel. And you 2 minutes underwater, dude's holding you under there, and she just drifts off, and she's thinking about her brother, and she's thinking about the reason she's doing it, and she opens her eyes to this blackness. All she can see is nothing,
and then she starts to see her brother flashing.
All of a sudden, she's done. She made it. She did it. Dude's applauding like, "Wow!"
Bevins was like, "She did a good job."
Yeah. So now we get to the emo chick.
And this is where the backstory, I wish that they would have explored this backstory a little bit more.
We find out about her backstory, and she's shaking and trembling from the moment they brought the barrel of water inside. So she's like, "No way, I'll take the card." She pulls out the card, and it's a barrel with a 4 on it. So instead of being held underwater for 2 minutes, she's got to make it 4. And he's like, "Oh, you can do it. It's not impossible. That's well short of the record. Blah, this and that." And you know she's dead.
And
she knows she's dead.
Yeah, and this is where you really start to hate. Well, you already hate him.
Yeah,
but
the
you
guy
hate him
is a
some more
sadistic, crazy, rich.
Yeah, but he's like, "Can you hold your head underwater, hold your breath underwater, unlike your son?" Kind of like that.
I wonder how long it
antagonizing.
took your husband to drown him. Like,
yeah, so we find out just a little exposition that her husband murdered and killed her son, by drowning him, and then killed himself as well. Super sad. I wish that they would have shown, because up until that point she was a bitch.
Yeah, nobody had any emotional connection to her because from the get-go she was a bitch.
Yeah. And then at that point you're like, oh.
Instantly, your heart hurts for this lady, and then she's got to go
and you can see
die
it
the
as
same
she
way.
gets up. She knows that this is the end.
Yeah.
She's getting up slowly. She's walking over there slowly. You see it in her face, and then she doesn't even get to take a last breath of air.
Oh no, he dunks her.
He dunks her right away, and she probably swallowed water.
She
while
made
she
it
did
90
seconds?
seconds and she was dead.
Yeah,
No, not even close to 4 minutes. Like, yeah, she was dead.
yeah, and it was messed up.
There were two.
2 was left.
Final round, and he's like, statistically, the player that gets to go first has a decided advantage going into the end.
So then they flip a coin. Iris is
coin.
heads, Lucas is tails. It flips up heads. Iris gets the choice. Iris, right now, right here, doors open. Everything goes away. You and Lucas could walk out. Walk out free. Nobody will stop
Empty-handed.
you. No money. Nothing I promised you. Nothing. Or you could take this pistol.
With one bullet in it.
Old pistol, like 1800 type of pistol. One bullet in it.
Old dueling pistol. He even said it.
Yeah. Yep,
Antique dueling pistol.
Yep. You like, or you could shoot Lucas, eliminate Lucas,
And claim victory.
and claim victory. And then this is where Lucas kind of starts like pleading for his life.
Yeah, still trying to play up to everybody's humanity and compassion. Like,
Look, you're
He's
doing
got
this
a chance.
you're doing this for your brother. I'm in the same boat. You love your brother. I got people that I love too. I got 2 sisters.
Bam!
Bam!
no hesitation.
She shoots him right in the chest.
Right in the
Boom.
heart.
That blood starts pouring out of the hole and everything.
Dude just erupts in applause. Bravo, bro. He's laughing and everybody's clapping and she's just like, but she won. She won. And they take her home, and clean her up,
They meet, yeah.
whatever. Give her this big, enormous duffel bag of money.
Said
We
that's
already
enough
got
for
the
college.
surgery set up for your brother. The donors already got, this and that.
He's going to bypass any waiting list. He goes straight to the
All
front of the
that,
line. This money is going to cover any bills and any debt that you have, and then some.
And you can go back to school, like, took care of her.
And then she goes to walk away, and he's like,
Oh,
I
thank
think
you.
Is in order. And she's like, thank you, Mr. Laughlin. And then that's when he says, oh, call me
Whatever
Chev
his name
or
is,
something like
yeah.
that. I don't know why Chev is stuck in my head. And then
We're
she
gonna
walks
go watch
away.
Crank. No, off topic. Okay, so she
She
thanks
goes
him and
home.
goes on inside, goes collect herself, she showers and cleans herself,
She checks up on
First
her.
she checks on little brother,
He's sleeping in the bed.
or so it appears. And then she's done with the shower, she's sitting on her bed drying her hair, and she decides to go back in there and talk to him. And she tries to rouse him. And he is overdosed on a variant of medications, all laying there beside him on the bed.
There's like 4 or 5 empty pill bottles.
And he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. She did all that shit to save him, and he killed himself probably to spare her from the obligation and burden of taking care of him with such a terrible terminal illness.
Because earlier
he thought it was
questioned
hopeless.
her. And earlier he questioned her. Why don't you go? Why don't you go do? I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay with this. And she's like, no, you're my little brother.
that twist I didn't see coming.
Did you like it though?
It was terribly sad for her, like, but in terms of being entertained, like, you was blindsided with that. Like, she just went through all that to save the day and get him the care that he needed so desperately. And the irony of it is that he killed himself to spare her. And it was deep. It was deep. Definitely didn't see that twist coming.
I have it right here. A section on my notes for the ending. As a movie standpoint, I hate the ending. I think it's pointless. I think it completely contradicts the entire story. But as for looking in the eyes of the character of Iris, it is completely sad. It's devastating.
Oh yeah.
And it's okay in that right. As a movie standpoint, it does suck. It reminds me a lot of The Mist. You guys know The Mist, Stephen King, but the movie, it's exactly like that, and it sucks. It's horrible. But I do like the ending. It does hinder the movie a little bit, but when you look at it and really assess it about the character of Iris and what she went through, it's really heartbreaking. But what I hated most about it was
from a writer's perspective, though, that is a killer twist.
But
Like,
what ruined the ending for me was the music. I hated how it was kind of uppy, cheery type of music. When, you know what I mean? Like, throughout the entire movie, there was like this really eerie piano music that was going on. And then at the end, she finds him dead. And it's like this kind of uppy, cheery type of music. And it
I gotta
ruins the
get
mood.
better at that, man.
It ruins the mood.
The soundtrack don't mean shit to me. I'm engrossed in the story and the people, and that's all I can do to look at how well or well
Soundtrack
they're
is just as
acting.
important.
Yeah, but I always tune that out.
Like,
I don't hear
when you watch, like, what, off topic, but just for a quick, when you watch Godzilla, okay, in the new movie, Godzilla King of the Monsters, you know, they're just going, you hear Godzilla roar, and he's walking up, and there doesn't have to be any music. There doesn't have to be, they could just start running at each other and it's building it up. But then Godzilla's original music kicks in, and you start getting pumped. You're like, yeah, Godzilla, fuck yeah, and they run at each other, and they clash. The music is there to help the emotion.
in action sequences, the theme or the music could, help get you amped, like you're saying. But like in a movie like we were watching,
it took me out of the mood.
I'm not hearing the music, man, so much. It's
as soon as
lowest on the list of things to pay attention to.
As soon as I heard that music, it kicked me out of the emotion of sadness. Because it should have been sad, but the music was uppity, and it was whatever, and that's the only reason why I don't like the ending, was because of that.
I think it was great.
But yeah, the entire film is
Unexpected twist. Didn't see that coming.
She did
all that for nothing.
A lot of cool and fun scenes. Iris is a great character. Lucas was all right. I like the emo chick. She was.
Everybody
cool.
there. It was believable that they were random people in need of this dude's, generosity. It was believable. They were all just common, random people with vices or problems or bills, and he exploited that for his amusement and entertainment, making them play this game. And the chick won to get what she needed for her brother, and he killed himself. Like,
and that was Would You
that
Rather.
was crazy. Yeah, that was it. That was the end of the movie. I would get it. I would buy it and keep it to have. Just like the movie we just went and saw, Ready or Not. They're both good enough to have, to maybe watch again, a couple times.
And it's on Netflix. If you got Netflix and you've never seen Would You Rather,
Would You Rather?
It's on Netflix. It's a pretty interesting type of movie.
It'll keep you interested the whole movie too. Like
yeah. All right, so next week.
Oh man.
Starts a 2-week. For the next 2 weeks, they're tying into each other.
We're on some scary movie shit for a couple weeks now. Like, man.
Next week, we are not going to see a new movie in theaters, but we are bringing you guys 2 movies, and that is It and It Part 1. Both It movies.
The original
Part
It
1 and the new one.
And the new one, yeah.
Part 1. We're gonna bring
leading
you guys
up to the following week of going to the theater and catching the day before release of It Chapter 2, the remake.
And for the alternate movie, we're going to revisit part 2 of the original as well. So the next 2 weeks are the It weeks. Super excited. I can't wait to go see the new one. The first one was great. I've seen it so many times. This new one is 2 hours and 49 minutes long.
I'm looking for the frightful vibe I was supposed to get a few weeks ago. I might get that. I haven't seen part 1 of the new It, and the old It used to scare the shit out of me. You know, that was my scary movie growing up. Like, oh, that movie is terrifying. Well, it's the 21st century. There's a really good chance that it's going to be, you know, give me that thrill of fright that I was looking for. So I'm kind of looking forward to it, even though I don't like those type of movies. You know, I'm ready to go see them.
I'm
now.
ready to go see them. Yeah. All right, so that was our review for Would You Rather. Next couple weeks, so excited for them. They're coming up.
All kinds of big
so
things
awesome.
coming.
Yeah. So comment down below. Let us know what you guys thought. Don't forget to like, share, and please
Subscribe.
thank you all very much for watching, and have a good one.